welcome to another session in RS Aggarwal Aptitude. Today we will start with a new concept, that is pie chart. Okay, in last sessions we have discussed bar graph. From this session onwards we are going to discuss pie charts. The first question is, the pie chart depicts percentage of first class tickets that were booked for 5 trains A, B, C, D, E on Monday. Okay, on Monday how many tickets are booked on different trains? A, B, C, D, E is given in this pie chart. So the total number of first class tickets booked for these 5 trains together was 500. So totally 500 tickets were booked. So based on this pie chart we have to solve the questions given. Okay. Now we have to remember one thing, because it is not visible. I took the pie chart from textbook. It is not clearly visible. So I made it in Excel. You can clearly see how much percentage of tickets were booked by each train. And here we have to remember total number of tickets. $500. Okay. So if you can do fast calculations, you can calculate how much tickets were booked by each train also. Suppose A is 20%, means 20 by 100 into 500. 0, 0 cut. So 100 tickets were booked by A. And again B, 16 by 100 into 500. Okay. 16 5s are 80. Again for C, 25 by 100 into 500. Means 125 tickets were booked in train C. And for D, 15 by 100 into 500. So it will be 75 tickets booked for train C in total. Okay, it is total number of customers, males and females. And for E, 24 by 100 into 500. Okay, it is around 120. So if you sum up all this, 500 is coming or not, you have to check up. Okay, 120, 220, 300, 500. So the total is right. What we made the calculation is right. These values you have to remember. Based on these values, now we will solve the questions given in the pie chart. The question here is, you have to note these points so that the graph will be easy for us to solve. The number of tickets booked for all these 5 trains together on Tuesday increased by 24% as compared to previous day. So what values we got? What was the number of tickets booked for all trains together on Tuesday? Okay. So total number of tickets are 500. These are booked on Monday. So on Tuesday they are increased by 24%. So what is the value of total number of tickets that we have to find out? Means 500 plus 24% of 500 means tickets booked on Tuesday is equals to 500 plus 24% of 500. 500 plus 24 by 100 into 500. 0, 0 cancel. 24 5s are 120. 500 plus 120, it will comes to 620. So total 620 tickets were booked on Tuesday. Okay, we will go to next question now. The number of tickets booked by male customers for train A was 24 less than that booked for train C. Means male customers for train A minus train C is equals to 24. Okay. So if total number of tickets booked by female customers for both train A and C together was 57, what was number of tickets booked by male customers for train and C? Train C. Okay. So total number of female customers is given. Total number of male customers we have to find out in A and C. Okay. In A and C, how many tickets are booked? A plus C. 20% plus 25%. It comes to 45%. This is 45% of 500. 45 by 100 into 500. 5 5s are 25. 5 4s are 20. So total 225 tickets were booked for train A and C. In this, females are total number of tickets booked means it includes both female and male. Now we have to find out how many males booked tickets. So the total number of tickets booked for female customers was given 57. This we have to subtract from this value. Okay. So total number of male customers train A plus train C is equals to 225 minus 57. It is nothing but 168. Okay. So now we have two equations. TA minus TC, TA plus TC. Okay, this we have to solve. TA minus TC equals to 24. TA plus TC is equals to 168. Adding two equations, we will get, this will cut down. 2TA is equals to 168 plus 24, 192. So TA is equals to 192 by 2. 2 1 ja, 2 9 ja, 2 6 ja. So 96. So total male customers in train C is 72. Total male customers in train A is 96. Okay. So hope you understand how I solved the equations. Okay, you note down this problem or you rewind the video and see again. That's why I am waiting 1 minute because you will understand or you will note down all these calculations before going to another question. Because if I click exit now, this will mark down. Now we will move to another question. Out of total number of customers booked for train D, 40% were booked by female customers. So total how many tickets were booked for train D? D booked 15%. 15 by 100 into 500 total tickets. Okay. So it is 75. So total male plus female customers for train D is 75. In this 40% are female customers. So 40% of 75 we have to find out. Means 40% of 75 is equals to 40 by 100 into 75. Okay, 0 0 cancel. 5 2s are 5 15s are 2 1s are 2 2s are. So it comes 30 customers. 30 customers are females. So how many total number of customers? How much? Total customers is equals to 75. In this female customers are 30. Female are 30. So male members will be now total customers minus 30, 45. Okay, D is the answer. Out of total customers, we are subtracting female members so that we will get the male members who booked the tickets. For every question, I will take 1 minute because I don't want to mark immediately so that you can note down or you can understand the problem. So, what is the average number of tickets booked for trains A, B, D? Next question is, what is the average number of tickets booked for trains A, B, D? Okay, this we have to calculate. For A, what is the percentage? B and D. What is the percentage? A plus B plus D is equals to 20 plus 16 plus 15. It comes to 51. Now we have to find out 51% of total tickets booked. 51% of total tickets booked, how much? 500. 51 by 100 into 500. 5 1 ja 5, 5 5 ja 25. Now this is sum of all values. Sum of all values of tickets. Now what we have to find out? Average. Average is equals to sum by number of values. From beginning onwards I am telling this formula to make it easy for the beginners. Okay, so 255 by how many trains? We have to calculating 3. 3. Okay, 3 1 ja, 3 8 ja, 3 5 ja. So the average is 85. You have to practice many times, then only graphs will be easy. Otherwise, you often confused. If you wrongly understand the question also, answer will come wrong. The fifth question and last question of this graph is, what is the central angle corresponding to the total number of tickets booked for a train B in degrees? So in the graph percentages are given. Now we have to change this percentage into degree. Okay. So generally the pie chart is of 360 degrees. Means 100% we are divided into 360 degrees. Means 1% is equals to 3.6 degrees. This is the formula. Okay. 1 degree is equals to 1 by 3.6. This formula you have to remember, then only pie chart will be easy for you. So now we have to find out central angle corresponding to train B. Train B how much? 16. So 16 into 3.6 we will do. Okay, 3.6 degrees. 6 6 ja 36, 6 1 ja 6, 3 9, 3 6 ja 18, 3 1 ja 3 4. Okay, 6 17 5. Find after one digit. Okay, so the central angle is 57.6. E is the answer. Now we will move to another question, another graph. Okay, this graph is over, solutions are over. Now we are moving to another pie chart. Okay, in this two pie charts are given. The first pie chart represents the distribution of number of wallets, both bifold and trifold, sold by 5 stores in 2014. So the total number of wallets, both bifold and trifold, is 4,200. Here the graph gives a distribution of number of trifold wallets. Only trifold it gives. Means to find out bifold, from total number of wallets we have to subtract trifold wallets. Then only we will get bifold wallets. Okay. So the 5 stores in 2014 is 1800. Now we have to first solve this pie chart, and right side we have to solve that pie chart, and we have to subtract. Then we will get bifold wallets number. Okay. So I am doing this first. So total number of wallets in store A is equals to 20% of 4,200. So 20 by 100 into 4,200. Here 0 0 gets cancelled. 2 2 ja 4, 2 4 ja 8. So total 840. 840. Now we will move to another question. So every time I am not using this formula, directly I will go to this step. Okay. So B is equals to 32 into 42. It comes around 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6, 4 2 ja 8, 4 3 ja 12. Okay. 4, 14, 13, 44. 13, 44. And again C 11 into 42. So it comes to 42 into 11 by 42 to 4. So 264. 462. Now D is 14. 14 into 42. 42 into 14. 4 2 ja 8. 4 4 ja 16. 2 4 8 8 5. 588. This is D. E is equals to 23 into 42. Equals to 23 into 42. 2 3 ja 6, 2 2 ja 4. 4 3 ja 12, 4 2 ja 8, 9. 6 6 9. 966. Okay, we have to add up all these values so that we have to check the values are correct or not. Okay, now we will add up all values together. 840, 1344, and again 462, 588, 966. So it is coming 4,200. So what we did, the calculation is correct here. Now again we have to calculate the trifold wallets. So A is 20% of 1800 means 360. Now B is how much? B is equals to 24 into 18. So this is nothing but 24 into 18, 430. Okay, C is equals to 15 into 18 means 270. 18 10 ja 180, 18 5 ja 90. 180 plus 90 we will do. Okay, D is equals to 20 into 18. Nothing but 360. E is equals to 21 into 18. Nothing but 378. Okay, 360 plus 18. Now we will add up all these values to check whether 1800 is coming or not. So this is coming 1800. So two calculations are accurate. Now you have to note down all these calculations so that we can easily solve the questions. I am leaving this pie chart for 1-2 minutes so that you can note down the points or you can observe thoroughly so that you will understand if I am going fast. Now we will, based on this data, now we will find out the number of bifold wallets sold by each store. Okay. So what is bifold wallet? Total number of wallets minus trifold wallets. That is nothing but bifold wallets that we will get. Okay. So bifold wallets in store A, B, C, D, E. Now we will make. What is the total number of wallets we got from store A? 840. Store B 1344. Store C 462. Store D 588. Store E 966. To make it fast, we note down all these values, total values first. Okay. So ensure you are writing the correct values. If you write anything wrong, then you will get wrong answers in the questions. Okay. Ensure you are writing properly correct values here. 840, 1344, 462, 588, 966. Now we will subtract trifold wallets from this. Okay, 432, 270, 360, 378. Okay. Now we will get directly. I am doing by calculator. You can do on by hand because you have to practice for exam. I am doing by calculator and keeping here. Okay. Due to time issues. 480. 912. 192. 222. 588. Now you will note down separately trifold values also, so that to avoid confusion while solving the questions, we note down separately. Okay, trifold wallets in each store. A, B, C, D, E. So in A we got how much? 480. B 912. C 192. D 222. E 588. Now again we note down these values also. Okay, to make it easy to solve questions. Sorry, here it is bifold values, right? Bifold wallets. Trifold we minus. Now we will find out the first question. What is average number of bifold wallets sold by store B, C, E? Now we have to add up B plus C plus E by 3. Average. B value is 912 plus C value 192 plus E value 588 by 3. Now it comes to 912 plus 192 plus 588. Nothing but 1692 by 3. It is nothing but 564. So the average is C 564. Now we will move to another question. What is the difference between total number of bifold wallets sold by store B and D together and total number of trifold wallets sold by the same stores together? So the difference between bifold and trifold wallets in B and E we have to add up. Okay, in B tri minus by we have to do. Again in D tri minus B by we have to do. Okay, so what is the trifold wallets? In B it is 432. Bifold values in B it is 912. 912 minus, because this is bigger we have to subtract this one from this. 480. So in D trifold wallets are 360. Okay, bifold wallets are 228. Okay, now we will make 360 minus 228. It is 132. So we have to subtract these two. Okay, difference between is asked. So B minus D we have to do. Okay, 432, 480 minus 132. It comes to 348. So C is the answer. This much calculations you have to do fast in exam. Then only you are able to solve these questions on time. Okay. And in bank exam, moreover, less time will be given, like 1.5 hour. In 1.5 hour, you have to solve aptitude, reasoning, English. So section wise, you have to do fast. Then only you can crack the exam. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Practice as many as times possible. If practice is not there, you will get confusion in the exam. The next question is, number of trifold wallets sold by store A is what percent less than number of wallets both bifold and trifold sold by store D. Okay, now we have to find out trifold. Note down trifold wallets of store A. It is how much? We solved. It is nothing but 360. And total number of wallets of store D how much? It is nothing but 588. So now what is asked in the question? What percent less than? Less than or greater than means what we have to use? Increase or decrease formula we have to use. We will do like this. 588 minus 360 by 588 into 100. Okay, less than asked. Okay, so 228 by 588 into 100. So it comes 0.38 into 100. This is nothing but 38%. So the approx answer here is A, 38.7. Now we will move to another question. The next question in this graph is, if 25% of number of wallets both bifold and trifold sold by store A and 50% of sold by store E are of brand X, what is the total number of brand X wallets? Okay, both bifold and trifold sold by store A and E together. So what they are telling in this question means, sum in total wallets bifold plus trifold. How much we got for store A? 840. And total number of wallets of store E are 966. That we calculated out of this pie chart. Okay. So in this brand X, 25% of store A and 50% of store B are of brand X. So how many wallets are there total in brand X? That we have to find out. So 25% of store A means 25% of 840, which is equals to 25 by 100 into 840. 25 1 ja 4 ja, 4 1 ja 4 2 ja. So it is 210. And 50% of 966. 50% of 966, 50 by 100 into 966, 5 1 ja 5 2 ja, 2 1 ja 2 4 ja, 8 ja, 2 3 ja. So this is 483. So the total number of wallets of brand X wallets is equals to 210 plus 483. 693. So the answer is D, 693. Okay, out of total wallets, some brand X wallets also sold. In that 50% of store A, 25% of store A and 50% of store E are of brand X. So that percentage we find out here and we added the values, then we got the result. The next question, number of bifold wallets sold by store E is approximately what percent of number of wallets both bifold trifold sold by store A. So we have to get, here we have to note number of bifold wallets, okay, sold by store E is equals to 588 and number of total wallets of A is equals to 840. So we have to find out X percent of 840 is equals to 588. X by 100 into 840 is equals to 588. So X will be equals to 588 by 840 into 100. 2 5s are 242s are. Okay. So it comes to around approx 5 ones are 58.5s are. So 85 5880. So 6. So it comes to approx 68%. So the nearby answer in this is E70. Now this graph is over. We will move to another graph. The next graph is data in pie chart describes the population engaged in various occupations in a German city for a year. The people engaged in different occupations in German city is given for a year. Based on the pie chart, we have to answer the following questions. Okay, if you add up all these values, how much it comes? It comes 360. Means 360 degrees chart is given, that we have to convert into percentage now. Okay, degree to percentage. So what percent of wage earners in the city engaged in marine engineering? So I already told you in last problem, 1% is equals to 3.6 degrees. So if we have degrees, to get percent, what we have to do? 1 degree is equals to 1 by 3.6 division we have to do. Okay, so in marine engineering, how much percent of people is engaged? It is 85. 85 by 3.6 we will do. It will be 23.6. C is the answer. We will move to next question. If number of persons engaged in painting is 2160, the number of persons engaged as technicians would be. So the number of persons engaged in painting is 2160. Painters how much? 25% of X is equals to 2160. Okay, 25% are painters. Painter population is 2160. Okay, the equation here is 25% of X is 2160. So 25 by 100 into X is equals to 2160. 1 ja 4 ja. So X will be 2160 into 4. 0, 6 4 ja 24, 4 1 ja 4, 2 6, 8. So X value, the total pie chart value number is 8640. Now we have to find out the technicians number. So technicians are 40%. So 40% of 8640 we have to do now. Okay, 40 by 100 into 8640. 2 2 ja, 2 5 ja, 5 1 ja, 5 1 ja, 5 7 ja, 5 2 ja, 5 8 ja. Okay, so 1728 into 2. 2 8 ja 16, 2 2 ja 4 5, 2 7 ja 14, 2 1 ja 2 3. So the number is 3 4 5 6. Using this percentage, we find out total number of people in the city, German city, and out of from that we find out the number of persons engaged in technicians. The next question is, if the total earnings from carpenters is twice that from technicians, the ratio of average wage in these occupations is. The total earnings from carpenters is twice that of from technicians. Technician is to carpenter is equals to 2:1. So 2 T by C is equals to 2 by 1. So this will go in multiplication. Okay. So T is to C is equals to 2:1. This we have to remember. So in this regard it will go into multiplication. So now what we will get? What is carpenter value? What is technician value? 40:115 is equals to 2:1. So it gets multiplied. Okay, ratio formula you might know. 115 into 2 is to 40 into 1. So 230 is to 40. So the ratio is 23:4. The ratio of their earnings is 23:4. If the total number of wage earners increased by 10% and number of wage earners engaged in carpentry increased by 15% in next year, the nearest central angle of carpenters in pie chart for that year will be. So by how much the pie chart increases? 10%. So pie chart increase 10%. And the carpenters increased by 15%. So how much we have to take here? 115% of carpenters, how much? 115 by 110% of pie chart, how many degrees? 360 into 360. Then the angle will change in this proportion. Okay. So 115 by 100 into 115 by 110 by 100 into 360 into 360. So this value we will do separately here. 115 by 100 into 115. 5 2 ja, 5 3 ja, 5 20 ja. So 21 ja, 26 ja approximate value. So 6 3 ja 18, 6 2 ja 12, 1 13, 138. So the numerator is 138 by the denominator 0 0 cancel here, 0 0 cancel here. So 360 plus 36, 396 into 360. This we have to calculate. Okay, 3 4 ja, 3 6 ja, 3 1 ja, 3 3 ja, 3 2 ja, 2 2 ja, 2 3 ja. Okay, 2 6 ja, 2 6 ja. And again 23 1 ja approx 23 3 ja. 23 3 ja 69. Because here also approx value we took na 6 ja 26 ja. So 3 1 ja 3 120 ja. So the answer will be 120 degrees. Yeah. Okay, how much increase? They told that much we have to add up to 100. That much off we have to take, and the entire proportion we have to multiply with 360, then we will get the answer. This distribution of total number of Dell laptops sold by 5 stores is given in this pie chart. And distribution of laptops both Dell and Lenovo sold by 5 stores is given in this pie chart. Now we have to solve this pie chart. We have to give answers to the following questions. So in first pie chart, total number of laptops given. In first pie chart, total number of Dell laptops given. In second pie chart, total number of Dell plus Lenovo given. So if you have to find out Lenovo laptops, then from total Dell plus Lenovo, you have to minus total of Dell. Then you will get the Lenovo laptops. Okay, like that we have to calculate. So first we will do the calculation. How many laptops are there? Dell laptops 2400. So P type of 15%. P 15% of 2400. Again same formula. 15 by 100 into 2400. 240 plus 120, 360. Okay, 360. 25% of means 25% of 2400 cube. 25 by 100 means nothing but 1 by 4 into 2400. Means it is directly 600. Again 30%. R is equals to 30%. 30 by 100 into 2400. So it comes to 720. Yes, it is 9 by 100 into 2400. 9 4s are 36. 9 2s are 18. 216. So it will be 216. And for T it is 21% into 24. 240, 480 plus 24. 480 plus 24. So it is nothing but 504. Now we have to add up all these values to check whether we are doing correct or not. Okay, 1600, 360, 504, 216, 720 we add up. Okay, 10, 10, 10, 15. Here it is 600, so it comes to 2400. So this is accurate. The values are 504, 216, 720, 600, 360. Hope you note down the values to make it easy. Now the first question is, what is the average number of Dell laptops sold by stores P, R, S together? In P, Dell laptops. In P, what is the value of Dell laptops? 360. Okay, and R? In R, what is the value of Dell laptops? It is 720. And yes, it is 260. Now we have to find out average. Means we add up all this. 1296 by 3. 3 1 ja, 3 4 ja, 3 3 ja, 3 2 ja. So the average is 432. The next question is, what is central angle corresponding to number of Dell laptops sold by store S? So in store S, what is the central angle? Means 1% is equals to 3.6 degrees. So 9% will equals to how many degrees? Means 9 into 3.6. 9 6 ja 54, 9 3 ja 27, 32. So it is 32.4 degrees. Okay, this is the value. Now the third question is, number of Dell laptops sold by store Q is approximately what percent of number of laptops both Dell and Lenovo sold by store R. Okay, so number of Dell laptops sold by store Q is what we got? Dell of store Q is 600. Total laptops of which store we have to find out? R. So R is how much? 35%. So 35% of 4500. 35 by 100 into 4500. So it comes to 1575. Now we have to find out X percent of 1575 is equals to 600. So X by 100 into 1575 is equals to 600. So X will be equals to 600 by 1575 into 100. So 5 12s are 5 3s are 5 15s are 5 2s are 5 4 5 6 5 3. Okay, it comes around 24 3 72. 2.5 2.5 by 100 means it is approximately 40%. 2.5 ones are 2.5 40s are. So approximately it is 40%. So 28 is not right answer. 45 is far away. So we will select 38 as the answer because we took approximate here. 24 by 63 is not equals to 2.5. We took approximate value. So approximate answer we have to select. The next question is number of Dell laptops sold by store T is what percent more than number of laptops sold by store P. So Dell laptops sold by store T is Dell laptops store T is equals to 504 and store P is equals to 360. So increase or decrease formula we have to apply here. Okay, 504 minus 360 by 360 into 100. Okay, 144 by 360 into 100. 2 5s are 2 18s are 2 7s are 2 9s are 9 1s are 9 8s are. So it is 40%. It has been more by 40%. C is the answer. So I want to give a exercise to you people. Okay, I will give a question, solve this and tell me the answer in comment section. What is the difference between number of laptops both Dell and Lenovo sold by store Q and total number of Lenovo laptops sold by store R and S together? Okay, we have to find out total number of Lenovo laptops sold by R and Q. And from this we have to make the difference of store Q. Do this as a homework. Take this question as a homework. Solve and send the answer to me in comment section. If you have any doubts in these classes, please do comment in comment section so that I will come live in one session and I will clarify all your doubts.